Adi Lila, chapter 3, text number 80, I guess 88 and 89. So basically, this chapter is entitled The External Reasons for the Appearance of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Uh, am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is a very beautiful chapter. The reason being that Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna himself appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the variety of reasons, with a variety of understanding that our acharyas have presented over different in different ways in different scriptures. It has been prophesied that Lord Krishna will appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So basically, our acharyas have classified appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu into two ways: the internal and the external understanding, the internal reasons of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and the external reasons of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. So basically, this particular chapter talks about the prophecy uh, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, where it was actually discussed that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will appear. So before going to the specific verse, we would like to just have a kind of recap uh, where in Srimad Bhagavatam this particular thing has been discussed. So as we all know, in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is the uh, this conversation has been presented. The context is like this: Narad Muni usually, when Lord Krishna was here at here, he was performing his pastimes on earthly plane. So Lord Krishna, when he used to stay at Dwaraka, so most of the time Narad Muni used to stay somewhere close to Krishna in Dwaraka. So sometime he used to go to, there were different palaces, different queens, 16,108 palaces were there. So sometime Narad Muni used to go to this particular palace of Lord Krishna, sometime he used to go to another palace of Lord Krishna, sometimes to roam around the streets of Dwaraka, and he used to chant the holy names of Lord Krishna, he used to glorify him, he used to take his darshan, he used to meet his devotees, and this is how he used to spend his time. So one fine morning, Narad Muni went to see Krishna's parents, Vasudev and Devaki. And Vasudev and Devaki, so they welcomed Narad Muni with great awe and reverence. They seated him on the throne and washed his lotus feet, worshipped him duly. And then they started to inquire about how to make spiritual progress in Grihastha ashram. Now, one very interesting thing that we note from this particular anecdote, although Lord Krishna he appeared through the womb of Devaki, and Vasudev is his father. So, despite being the parents of the Lord Himself, still they are so humble that they're asking Narad Muni that we being a grihastha are very much entangled in our worldly responsibilities and duties, and thus we do not have time to get ourselves absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So kindly instruct us how we can make progress. So this is a very important lesson that one can derive. Although being situated on such an elevated platform where Lord Krishna himself is playing the part of the son of Devaki and Vasudev, but still Devaki and Vasudev uh, acting as the glorious ideal grihasthas and respecting the sadhu Narad Muni and asking him how they can make spiritual progress. So this is very important lesson that we can derive. We have seen in multiple instances in Srimad Bhagavatam, wherever there is the meeting between the grihasthas and the sadhus. So there is always Krishna consciousness is being discussed. So like we see when Prathu Maharaj is welcoming the Chatushkumaras. So then there is a very beautiful conversation taking place between them where the spiritual subject matter is being discussed. So two things that we need to learn, and I guess each and every grihastha should make it a point. Uh, means we should have this in our mind, that meeting with sadhus is not kind of a socializing. Generally, sometimes it happens. Even in ISKCON, we observe it multiple times that we observe we it's like we have seen it multiple times that associating with sadhus is taken as more of socializing. So this is how it doesn't work. So we are seeing in the example of Vasudev and Devaki, they are not just socializing with Narad Muni, rather they are actually serving Narad Muni and also asking spiritual inquisitive, like they are becoming spiritually inquisitive. They're asking questions. They're asking how we can make our life perfect. That is one thing we need to understand. Another thing is that Devaki and Vasudev could have told Narad Muni, see just how great devotees we are, that Lord Krishna has appeared as our own child. But that is how they didn't acted. Rather, they humbly presented themselves before Narad Muni and asked for spiritual injunctions. So sometimes when we see that many grihasthas tend to display their own spiritual connections or spiritual qualities or spiritual practices before sadhus, instead of hearing from sadhus, instead of hearing from their realization, they tend to tell them that how great devotees we are. So this is a caution that we learn from this particular anecdote of Srimad Bhagavatam. So anyway, so went to Narad Muni went to the whole house of Devaki and Vasudev. They honored him and asked the spirit. They asked questions how to make spiritual progress, and in return, Narad Muni is answering them by telling them an anecdote where King Nimi is doing sacrifices, and Nav Yogendra, the nine Yogendras, they are coming to the sacrifice of King Nimi, and King Nimi is asking nine questions to nine different Yogendras. Another interesting point is these nine Yogendras are, as we know from Srimad Bhagavatam fifth canto, they are the sons of Maharaj Rishabdev. Rishabdev had 100 sons. Nine were the yoga. Nine became the Nav Yogendra. 81 became the Brahmanas, the Karmakanda Brahmanas, and rest 10 of them were the Kshatriyas. One was Bharat Maharaj, and the nine also were the rulers of different areas. So, so these Navyogendras are the sons of Maharaj Rishabdev. So Rishabdev's sons, Navyogendras, they appeared into the sacrificial arena of Maharaj Nimi, and Nimi again welcomed them, washed their lotus feet, sat them on the glorious throne, and after serving them duly, he started to inquire about how to make spiritual progress. Out of these nine questions, one particular question he asked, that in what different ages Lord appears in different colors, and what are the different yug dharmas, how is the feature, what are the personal features of the Lord. Like this, he inquired about the different yuga incarnations. So then Nimi, the last Nimi, Karbhajana, he started to speak about the different Yuga avatars. That Lord appeared in Satyuga in white color, he appeared in Treta Yuga in red color, he appeared in Dwapar Yuga in Shamavarna, the blackish complexion, and then he appeared in Kali Yuga in golden form or the yellow form. Now, emphatically, he did not speak about the fourth color. So the question arises, from where we derive this fourth color. So if we'll go back to the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the 8th chapter, where Garga Muni is doing the Namkaran Sanskara of Lord Krishna and Balram. So he informed Nanda Maharaj that your son appears in different ages in four colors: the red color, the black color, the white color, and the yellow color. So, taking the reference from that particular conversation, we can extend our conversation here, and we can find out that if Lord is appearing in Satyuga in white color, in Treta Yuga in red color, in Dwapar Yuga in blackish complexion. The fourth color, the yellow color, is left, and that is Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because then the famous verse Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagge Sankirtanay Prayajanti Sumedasa, where the glories of Sankirtan movement has been explained. It has been explained that intelligent people will take to this Sankirtan movement because Lord will incarnate and he will inaugurate the Sankirtan movement. And from this particular anecdote, we can understand. So, this particular chapter, third Adi Lila, chapter 3, is taking this particular section into account. Now, one more interesting phenomena that this particular chapter talks about. Uh, if I would, I'll just share the screen. Very important thing that um, I guess if you can see the screen, yeah. So this, yeah. Can everybody see the screen? Very important thing is coming up here. Uh, yes. So the ninth text of this particular chapter is talking about. Prabhuji, can you see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Dhanyavad.
The tenth shlok, the tenth text is at the end of Dwapar Yuga in the 28th Divya Yuga, Lord Krishna appears on earth with full paraphernalia of his eternal Brajadham. Now, the Lord Krishna is appearing in Brajadham. Then it's said that servitude, dasya, friendship, sakhya, parental affection, vatsalya, and conjugal love, shringar, are the four transcendental mellows, rasas. By the devotees who cherish four mellows, Lord Krishna is subdued. Now, absorbed in such transcendental love, Lord Krishna enjoys in Braja with his devoted servants, friends, parents, and conjugal lovers. So there are basically four principal rasas which are being enjoyed by Lord Krishna in Brajabhumi: Dasyaras, Sakhyaras, Vatsalyaras, and Shringar or Madhuriras, conjugal. So these are the prominent rasas in Brajabhumi. Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes as long as he wishes, then he disappears. After disappearing, after going back to his own abode in Vaikuntha, so Lord is thinking like thus. What he is thinking? The interesting thing. For a long time, I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me upon the inhabitants of the world. Without such loving attachment, the existence of material world is useless. Now, everywhere in the world, people worship me according to spiritual injunctions. But simply following such regulative principles, one cannot attain the loving sentiments of the devotees in Brajabhumi. Knowing my opulences, the whole world looks upon me with awe and veneration, but devotion made feeble by such reverence does not attract me. So what exactly Krishna is telling, this we have to understand. What exactly Krishna is telling, that everybody in this world, after Lord Krishna performed his pastimes in this material world, went back to his abode and he started to think that it's true that people of this world they worship me, but they worship me with great awe and veneration, with great respect. But in because of this great awe and respect, veneration, the devotion is made feeble. What does it mean? So now we can see that there are some examples. So for example, there is a person who has become a very big man today. He has become so big that that his old friends also now consider him as a big man. So that means that this big person is not able to relish the friendship that he used to relish before. So I would like to show a small video I have two videos where the heads of the state of two big countries are actually accepting this. Okay, so yeah, I have, because just before, so I'm going to show a video. Is my screen visible? I'll just show a very important video where this particular concept will become very clear. Is the video, uh, is the screen up, visible?
Yes, Prabhuji, it is.
Yeah, just see what Donald Trump is telling.
He said to me, "Hey," and they all call me Mr. President. I have friends that for 35 years, "Hey Don, how you doing? Hey Donnie, I love you, Donnie." For 35 years now, they call me Mr. President, sir. How are you? I have a friend, very rich guy, Richard Lefrak in New York, builder, good builder. He calls me all my life. "Hey Don, how you doing?" I've known this guy from kindergarten. It's true. "Hi Don, how you doing? How's everything?" And now I get a call the other day. "Mr. President, how are you, sir? How are you?" "Mr. Richard, lighten up. Call me Donald. Richard, call me Donald. You've known me for, I don't want to say because I don't want my wife to hear the number. It's true. Actually, that's true. Richard came up. He said, "I've known your husband for 65 years." I say, "Don't say." I say 20, 25, 30. Don't say 65 years. But I said, Richard, call me Donald like you always do. Call me Don. Okay, Don. Okay. Gets his breath. 2 minutes later, "Mr. President." But maybe that's a good thing. That's called respect for the office, right? Maybe that's a good thing. Right?
Hare Krishna. So is the message clear? Can anybody tell what exactly we saw in this video? Anyone would like to comment what exactly we saw in this video? Matajis?
Respect is given for the position the person is holding.
Okay, what more? What exactly Donald Trump is hankering for?
To be addressed
As,
as Don, just like the way the person was addressing him when
yeah,
they knew him.
his childhood friends, they used to call him Don. For 65 years, they used to call him like that. But now, because he became a president, so everybody is calling him Mr. President. So he's hankering for that somebody should call me the way they used to address me in my childhood. Is this message clear? Okay, I have another video. I guess it's in Hindi. I'll just see. I guess everybody understands Hindi.
ऐसा है कि मेरा केस थोड़ा विचित्र है। मैं छोटे है मैंने घर छोड़ दिए। घर छोड़ा मतलब सब कुछ छोड़ा मैंने। इस चीज से मेरा संपर्क नहीं आता। मैं थोड़ा गैप हो गया। तो मेरा कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं आता। लेकिन जब मैं सीएम बना तो मेरे मन में कोई इच्छा आई जगी। एक इच्छा ये जगी कि मेरे क्लास के जितने दोस्त हैं पुराने सबको मैं सीएम बनूं बोला। उसके पीछे मेरी साइकोलॉजी ये थी। मैं नहीं चाहता था कि मेरे किसी भी व्यक्ति को ये लगे कि अपने आप को बड़ा 30 बार का बन गया। मैं वही हूँ जो सालों पहले गांव छोड़ के आया था। मुझ में बदलाव नहीं आया। उस पल को मैं जीना चाहता था और जीने का तरीका ये है कि मैं उन साथियों के साथ बैठा। मैंने सबको बुलाया 37-35 लोग इकट्ठे हुए और रात को बड़ा खाना वाना खाया, गपशप मारे, पुरानी बचपन की यादें ताजा की। लेकिन मुझे बहुत आनंद नहीं आया। आनंद इसलिए नहीं आया कि मैं दोस्त खोज रहा था लेकिन उनको मुख्यमंत्री नजर आता था। तो खाई पटी नहीं और मेरे जीवन में शायद तू कहने वाला कोई बचा ही नहीं। सर आपके कोई ऐसे बचपन के दोस्त हैं जो अभी भी आप टच में नहीं? ऐसा है कि मेरा
Again, can you understand what exactly Mr. Modi is telling?
He's just almost echoing the same feelings of Donald
Yeah, so
Trump.
that's the feeling. As Srila Prabhupada used to say, any emotion that we used to share, we used to have, this emotion is all coming from Krishna. Now just see, Mr. Modi has become He came from his village, and then he became chief minister, and then he became prime minister. He's hankering that if somebody should be there to play with him, to talk with him, to chastise him, just like they used to do like they used to do with the friends in their childhood. Similarly, Donald Trump, although he became the president of this biggest country, you know, richest country, but still, what they're hankering for the same rasas, the same mellows they used to get with their old friends during their childhood. Now, just imagine Krishna is also considering this thing, that what Krishna is considering everywhere in this world, people worship me with spiritual injunctions. uh, so everybody, people is just worshipping Krishna, adoring him as God, adoring as the supreme. But he wants that somebody should play with him, somebody should exchange rasas with him, somebody should chastise him, somebody should love him. But the problem is, the love becomes feeble when there is awe and veneration. Just like the friend of Donald Trump, uh, he uh, he's always addressing Donald Trump as Mr. President. He's not able to address him as Donny. But Donald Trump is looking forward that his friend should call him Donny. So why? Because of this awe and veneration, the love becomes feeble. There are different Srila Rupa Goswami has given a very beautiful analogy. He says, Srila Rupa Goswami explains that there is he used to give an example. We all know ghee, clarified butter. So say for example, we have a glass, this made up of it's a glass, and we have it's a transparent glass, and we have uh, liquid ghee, hot liquid ghee in that transparent glass, and there is a gold ring. So just imagine this case: there is a gold ring in that transparent glass with hot liquid ghee. So my question is, will that gold ring, it will be visible or not visible? Can
Visible.
Yes, Mataji,
It's visible.
it's visible. Now what? Now after some time, as the temperature of ghee will come down and it will become solidified, it will become condensed. Huh? So now tell me, will this ring be visible or not visible?
Not visible.
Not visible. Srila Rupa Goswami explains that the love of the devotees are just like clarified butter, and the gold ring is the opulence of the Supreme Lord. So when the love is dilute, then the opulence is visible, and when the love is condensed, opulence is not visible. Therefore, in Brajabhumi, many times Krishna has shown miraculous pastimes, but nobody accept that Krishna is God. What they tell is, say for example, when Mother Yashoda, when Krishna showed entire universe in his mouth. So Mother Yashoda started to think that there is some jadoo tona, some black magic on my child's. Somebody has done some kind of black magic on my child, and therefore this kind of ill effects are being seen in his mouth. But she never considered that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Entire universe is within his mouth. That means the love is so condensed, just like condensed ghee, that the opulence of Krishna, which is like gold ring, is not visible. When Krishna was holding Govardhan hill, so the friends of Krishna and the other Brajavasis, they thought that Krishna will become he'll become tired. So they said, Krishna, you go and take some rest. What we will do is we will support the Govardhan hill with our sticks. So they were thinking that Krishna will become tired and therefore Krishna needs rest, and thus we should help Krishna by giving support to the Govardhan hill with our sticks. But does Krishna require any kind of support? No. In fact, this support will not do anything. This support is useless. The moment Krishna, lowered his finger a bit, that all the pressure came to the sticks of the Brajvasis and all the sticks were broken. Then they could understand only Krishna could do. But still, what they were thinking that Krishna is being blessed by the demigods, and therefore he's able to do this thing. Otherwise, Krishna is none other than our small boy. When Krishna uh, danced, when Krishna came out of the lake after dancing on Kalia's hood, so Krishna's friend Madhumangala, he told Krishna, see, you were almost dead because of the poison of the serpent. But I am a Brahmana. I chanted certain mantras and brought you back to life. So the love of Madhumangal was so condensed that he could not see the opulence of Krishna, which is just like the gold ring. That is called love. Love is something which is not which is not in the love is something like that. It is not diluted because of seeing the Lord's opulence. There are certain other examples we can see in the Shastras. When Lord Krishna, after killing Kamsa, went to Devaki and Vasudev in the prison cell. So Devaki and Vasudev should have actually embraced Krishna, but no. Instead of embracing Krishna, they started to offer prayers to Krishna, thinking that Krishna is the supreme Lord Vishnu who is incarnated and killed Kamsa. On the contrary, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, their love was something very different. In spite of seeing when Nanda Maharaj was arrested by the servants of Varuna, so Lord Krishna went to Varun Loka to reclaim his father. At that time, Lord Varuna, with his servants, they started to worship Lord Krishna with different paraphernalia. So Nanda Maharaj was thinking, what happened to all these people? Why are they worshipping my child? What great deed my child has done? So you can see one on where Vasudev and Devaki, their love was actually affected by the awe and reverence. It was filled with awe and reverence for Krishna. uh, it was dilute. On the contrary, here in Brajabhumi, the love of Maharaj Nanda and Yashoda is so condensed that they could not see opulence of Krishna. They could not see Krishna as God. So Krishna is hankering for that love. We see in Bhagavad Gita when Lord Krishna showed his universal form. At that time, Arjun started to offer prayers to Krishna and started to ask for forgiveness. That means, seeing by the universal form of Krishna, Arjun actually, his love, because his friendship was mixed with awe and reverence, and therefore, it's not, we cannot call it pure love which is available in Braja. And Lord Krishna is hankering for that love in Braja. When and Krishna and his friends used to play in Braja, and if Krishna doesn't follow the rules, then they would chastise him and they would get him out of the game. And then Krishna used to cry. Why he's crying? Because my friends are not playing with me. They have rejected me. So this is the pure friendship that Krishna is hankering. But Krishna is telling that the entire world is worshipping me with awe and veneration, with respect. And I am hankering for the pure love which is devoid of awe and veneration. But I am not getting it. So therefore, I must again go and I must. So this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's coming. The one of the major reason of coming of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that everywhere in the world people worship me according to scriptural injunctions, but simply by following such regulatory principle one cannot attain the loving sentiments of devotees in Brajabhumi. So Krishna is looking for this loving sentiments of the devotees of Brajabhumi. So knowing my opulences, the whole world look upon me with awe and veneration. But devotion made feeble by such reverence does not attract. So that is why Krishna is actually telling, so therefore I am. So this is a very famous verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is actually telling the main reason why Lord Chaitanya, one of the main external reasons why Lord Krishna appeared Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the reason is Yuga Dharma par Yuga Dharma Pravartaimu Nama Sankirtan Chari Bhavi Bhakti Diya Nachamu Bhuvan. So Chari Bhava Bhakti Diya. Chari Bhava includes Dasya Ras, Sakhya Ras, Vatsalya Ras, and Madhuri Ras or Shringar Ras. So with this Nam Sankirtan, I will offer this four rasas, and this is how people will able to get the Braja Raj or Braja Rasa. I shall accept the role of the devotee and I shall teach pure devotional service by practicing it myself. So this is considered to be pure devotional service, where the hankering of the Lord is being, uh, because Lord is hankering for the pure Braja Raj, Braja Rasa. I would like to add a few couple of things in this. So, for example, when Lord Ramachandra appeared, so when Lord Ramachandra appeared, so he also had this desire that uh, I have, although I have friends, Lord Ramachandra have friends like Nishad Raj Guhu. Lord Ramachandra has friends like Sugriva. Lord Ramachandra has friends like um, Vibhishana, but none of the friends could actually put hand on Lord Ramachandra's shoulder. It's not possible at all. So Lord Ramachandra is thinking that I should have some friends who can actually, you know, play with me, and you can tease me, can put hands on me, who can climb on my shoulders. So this rasa Lord Ramachandra could not relish. So therefore, Lord Ramachandra appeared as Lord Krishna Chandra, where he could relish all sorts of that Sakhya rasa. And we see in Krishna's pastimes, in fact sometimes Krishna, when he loses the game tug of war, after losing, Krishna had to carry his friends on his shoulders. So this is called pure Sakhya rasa, which is devoid of awe and veneration. There is pure Vatsalya ras in Devaki and in Nanda and Yashoda. That is that Lord is looking for. Another interesting thing, then Uddhava actually came to pacify Nanda Maharaj. So he said, Nanda Maharaj, why are you crying? Your son is Vishwambara. He is the maintainer of entire universe. Nanda Maharaj said, you are Uddhava, you are a rascal, you are a fool. Because you are telling that my son is Vishwambara, he is the maintainer of entire universe. But I have seen him, if he doesn't get food 8 times a day, he started to cry. You are telling that he is the lord of the universe. I have seen him when cat meows, so then he runs and takes shelter of his mother's sari. So this is how, so this I have seen, and now you're telling that my son is the supreme lord. So we can see the pure love that is there in Nanda and uh, Yashoda. So Lord is looking for that. He's hankering for that kind of rasa, and and after going back to Vaikunt, after going back to Golok Vrindavan, Lord Krishna is thinking that entire world is worshipping me with awe and veneration, following the rules and regulations of the scriptures, but this will only lead them to Vaikuntha. These rasa, because Golok Vrindavan, there is most intimacy. They're not able to come to Golok Vrindavan. So therefore, I must devise some plans by which they can come to Golok Vrindavan, where I can relish the deep relationship, deep rasas, deep mellows with all my devotees, which is which is free from awe and veneration. And therefore, Sri Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he inaugurated the Sankirtan movement so that people can uh, actually relish the rasas which is available in Braja. So this is one of the major reasons of Lord Krishna's appearance as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is inside in this chapter. And another thing, another reason which has been explained in this particular chapter, why Lord Krishna appeared as Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is to deliver the mankind. And what it says, this particular chapter, it says that we have seen that Lord is appearing in different Lord is appearing in different incarnations, and in different incarnation he is to kill different demons. Like Lord Krishna killed different demons, Lord Ramachandra killed different demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu were killed by Lord Vishnu in different incarnations. So all of the incarnations are killing demons. But the problem in Kali Yuga is that if we start to kill demon, there are demonic tendencies in everyone's heart. Everybody is demon to some extent. Hiranya Kashapu. This word is made up of Hiranya and Kashapu. Kashapu means soft bed, comfort, and Hiranya means gold. So one who is after comfort and gold is called Hiranyakashipu. So in this world, we see everybody is after soft bed, everybody is after comfort, everybody after money. Hiranyaksha, Aksha means eyes, Hiranya means gold. So everybody is after gold. Everybody's eyes is on gold, everybody's eyes is on money. Hmm? Ravana is the symbol of lust. Kumbhakaran is the symbol of laziness. So we see these all demonic qualities. People in this Kali Yuga are filled with demonic qualities. So Lord started to think, if I'll kill the demons, I have to kill everyone and wipe out the entire population of Kali Yuga. And that's not possible. So instead of killing demons, I'll kill the demonic tendencies within the demons. So each and every one of us has certain demonic tendencies. So Lord, instead of killing demons, started to think that how can I kill the demonic tendencies? And therefore, Lord Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the Lord Krishna had the weapon called Sudarshan Chakra. Lord Narsingadev has weapon his nails. Lord Ramachandra has had his weapon his Dhanush Baan, his bow and arrow. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his uh, weapon. And what is that weapon? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So with this weapon, what he is not killing demons, he is killing the demonic tendencies of the Lord, of the people. So that is also one of the external reason of appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which has been presented in this chapter by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So we can see how many different ways Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has actually explained that uh, why Lord Krishna appeared as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In spite the Lord is trying to uh, there is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, in one of the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, that Lord is called Triyugi. Triyugi means he doesn't take Lila avatar in Kali Yuga. That means, but then how he comes? It is said Channa Kalau. He tries to hide himself. Channa Kalau means although Lord appears in Kali Yuga, his yuga as his Yuga avatar, but he tries to hide himself. Channa Kalau. So although Lord tries to hide himself, the particular verse that I was told to speak upon, it says that um, it says that although Lord kind of he tries to hide himself, but his devotee can find him out. So that is the interesting thing. Although Lord is Channa Kalau, he doesn't reveal himself. He doesn't want to get revealed. But the devotees are so intelligent that somehow or other they find out here is the Lord. So that's the interesting thing that we find out from this particular shloka. Hare Krishna. So in case if anybody have any question in whatever ways we discuss, what all things we discuss, so uh, We can take some questions. 88 shlok says, Lord Krishna tries to hide himself in various ways, but nevertheless his pure devotees knows him as he is. अपना लोकैते कृष्णा नाना जत्न करे तथापि तहार भक्ता जानाए तहारे. So this was the verse that has given to me.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hey Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Tukaram Prabhu. Very nicely you describe. And last, that is touched my heart that in Kali Yuga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself came with the weapon, that is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is killing our demoniac
Tendency.
tendency. Very good, Prabhu, very good. Dandavat Pranam Prabhu, Dandavat. Hari Bol.
Anything else you would like to add?
Sunday you will be in our temple, Prabhu, right? Here?
Yeah, North Bergen?
No, Central New Jersey?
No, not in central New Jersey. Yes.
Central New Jersey. Central New Jersey ISKCON, you will be.
No, bro. I've been invited in North Bergen, I guess. Is it Bergen or what?
Bergen, Prabhuji, Bergen County.
Bergen County, yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Actually, this particular section that we covered is a very important one because this is the essence of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. That Lord sometimes become just like Donald Trump, just like Narendra Modi. So they're feeling that there should be someone who can, have a relationship with them. So this is what is Lord's desire, and that is because L- Braja is considered to be the original home of Lord, and everywhere else Lord is feeling just like when you are out of your house, out of your village. So Lord Krishna, there is a beautiful verse which says that Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesh Tanayas Tad Dhamam Vrindavanam. So original Supreme Lord is the son of Nanda Maharaj, and his house is in Vrindavan. That is his residence. So that is the original identity of the Supreme Lord. Even when he goes out to Mathura, Dwarka, Ayodhya, Vaikuntha, it's all just like, he's a guest there. He does not feel as if he's belonging to that place. Just like, say, for example, I am serving in Bhubaneswar. So I consider that to be, my own place. I am here in America. So it's looking like, fine, it's good, everything is nice. But still, I'm missing Bhubaneswar. Similarly, when Lord Krishna used to stay in Dwarka, he used to miss Vrindavan so much so that when he used to sleep at night, he used to cry, he used to call for gopis, he used to call for Mother Yashoda, he used to call for Nanda Maharaj, he used to call for Surbi cows, he used to call Radharani. Sometimes he used to cry so much so that his entire bed and pillow become, wet with tears. So that is how it has been explained in Brihad Bhagavatamritam. Why? Because Lord is missing his home. Lord is missing his associates. So
Yes,
so many responsibilities in Dwarka, and he cannot go back, but
sure.
still he's always missing. And therefore, interesting thing is that when Lord is missing his devotees out of ecstasy, he takes the form of Lord Jagannath. So the entire mystery of Lord Jagannath is Krishna is missing his devotees so much so that his eyes become so swelled, his hands are stretched out. He simply wants to embrace his devotees. So that is Lord Krishna turned to Jagannath.
Yes,
And Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna in Braja. So that is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srimati Radharani feeling separation from Krishna. and Jagannath is Krishna feeling separation from Radharani and Rajbhumi. And interestingly, Jagannath Puri Shishetra is the place where Radha and Krishna are actually, they are combined together. Lord Jagannath, who is Krishna, feeling separation from Radha, and Lord Chaitanya, who is Radha, feeling separation from Krishna, and their Yugal Milan is going on. So that is the mystery of Jagannath Puri. So
Yes,
that's the entire theology, that's the entire theme of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya.
yes. Nice, Prabhu. Very, very nice. So, Prabhu, one question I have, another question.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. So, in 10th canto, and see that Mother Jashoda and Nandar Maharaj in his previous life, Drona and Dara.
Yeah.
Drona is a Projapati, and Dara, Dara is actually becomes Jashodama.
Yeah.
So, Prabhu, this is the eternal relationship. Drona asked Brahma to take birth in Brajabhumi to
Yeah.
take care of Krishna. But can you please tell me that Drona Dara is
Yeah.
the
So our acharyas have clarified that first Shukdev Goswami actually spoke about the past lives of Nanda and Yashoda. And then he said, this particular intimacy that they share with the Lord cannot be achieved by any kind of austerities. It's the what we call is the um, it's the eternal transcendental relationship. The question arises then, what exactly happens why Drona and Dara, like what is their situation then? The point is, Nanda and Yashoda are the eternal parents of Lord Krishna. And Drona and Dara are the sadhakas who actually did austerities to achieve that particular position. Now, if some sadhaka is qualified to some extent, so before promoting them to the spiritual world, they are being given chance to associate with Lord Krishna in his pastimes in the worldly planets, in the earthly planets, so in one of the universe. So that means this particular pair of devotees who were executing different severe austerities to achieve Lord Krishna. So in them, the original Nanda and Yashoda actually, kind of, they are the two entities in one single frame taking part in the pastime. But we must consider that the relationship between Nanda and Yashoda is eternal and it's transcendental. It's eternal. It's not that they have achieved that position by any kind of austerity. But on the contrary, Dona and Dara, so they have been promoted to this particular pastime in particular universe where Lord Krishna is performing their pastime, and after their internship will get over, they'll be placed in the spiritual world. So that is how it goes. So the two entities coming together in one single frame. But nobody can attain the position of Nanda and Yashoda simply by austerities. That is how it has been explained by the Vaishnava acharyas.
yes, Prabhu, just giving me that little bit more about that. So Drona Dara did the austerity and become Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, right? Am I
Yeah.
correct?
No, so they haven't become Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda.
Yes.
Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda are the eternal parents.
Yeah, okay.
When eternal Parshadas, the eternal associate of the Lord descends, any qualified living entity who has now completed the course in this material world, so they get you kind of two two entities in single frame. So they do the pastimes. That is how it works.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like that someone simply by austerity can achieve that position. It's not like that. That is how it has been explained by the Vaishnava acharyas. If
Okay.
if
Okay.
you go through the Sara Darshani Tika and the Jiva Goswami's Tika, so there this clarity has been presented.
Okay, Babu. Dhanabad for now. Ah, Hari Bol, Babu. Dhanabad.
Anything else? Anybody like to? So I guess we should end now.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for the very nice class. Especially like how you brought out that fact that Krishna loves to be addressed by his Brajvasis, by his beloved Brajvasis, the way he likes, just as his their darling boy. It's just so beautiful that we can see in our current leadership also.
Yeah.
The videos are like so powerful because this concept we have heard like many times, but when we actually see our current leaders also hankering the same way, it just feels like, oh my God, that emotion just seeps in more deeply. That yes, Krishna is also feeling like this. So it's just so amazing. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was really wonderful class. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
तुकाराम प्रभु की जय।